Hi there, David Costello here, founder and CEO of Jetpack Workflow. Excited to walk you through the new version of the application. We really built this from the ground up to have multiple improvements over the existing version, but the two big ones are it's fully mobile optimized, so any screen size, any device, anytime, anywhere, you should be able to access the application. And then we have the strongest change management system, so as you're updating services, as you need to add a specific task for a client, we can handle that while showing you all the future work inside of the system. So we're the only tool in the market that can handle that amount of change as things get updated on your service level or client level. So let's dive in and walk you through how the new application works. So first off, we do have an area called templates. Templates are the place where you standardize your work. So whether you do it one-off or you do it recurring, we recommend things get set up as a template. Template has a name, has a description, and most importantly, has a task list in your playbook for how to get a certain service done. In this case, we have 5 tasks built out here. We have some tasks that have a checklist, and we also have logic to say when the task needs to get kicked off. So if you start on time, you're probably going to end on time, and you can build this logic in the system. We also have an audit trail. Who was the last person that picked up this work, who updated this work? We could see this in the template level. We'll highlight this in the project, task, and client level as well. But you'll always know who is the last person that edited the system. And you can have a team that follows along. You can add as few or as many team members into the system. Now, I did mention, I'll show this a couple times, that it is fully mobile optimized. So why don't we jump into projects here in a second, and I'll show you what it looks like, both from a desktop and mobile view. But before we do, let's talk about how a template gets turned into active work for your clients. Well, that's going to be created through this repeating project area where I can grab a few clients, and if I want to, I can filter by the client assignee or the client priority level, but let's go ahead and just grab a few here. I'm going to set up the recurrence so it's happening each and every time on a predictable schedule, so it's either on the 15th or I can say monthly by the day, so maybe we want to get this done by the first Friday. You have a lot of options, whether you're running weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly to set up for your service template. As soon as you do, you're going to click Create from Template and go into the projects. Now, this is what an active project screen looks like. You can see I've been building out my account for some time. I can come into here and sort by any column. So if I want to take a look at our month end, maybe we have monthly bookkeeping, I can open up an active project. We see the specific client name, we see the team members, and we see all the tasks associated with that project. Like I mentioned, you can view this on any device. So if I want to see what this looks like on my mobile device, it will create this really nice view where you can come into here on your smartphone and check off work. You can come into here and leave comments on a specific task. You can come into here and you can also mark when things have been blocked or they're stuck. So let's go ahead and zoom back out and show you some of the other utility you're going to see in projects. So like I mentioned, you can open up a task. I can come into here, and if this is now on hold or blocked, I can throw a flag on there. I could say waiting on client. So everybody knows what's happening. If I need to loop in a team member, I can. And you'll see that this is dynamically updated. Again, anytime anybody leaves any sort of note, comment, adjusts anything within that task, that is recorded on that task level. You can also leave a note right on the project level as well. Again, all of these things are updated in real time right against the project. Now, let's say that for ConLayer, they have an update just for their account, right? You can assign out templates and standardize templates across the board. But let's say that for this client, you want to add an additional step, right? So we have this client information here. I'm going to go ahead and create the repeating project view, and I can see all the work for monthly bookkeeping for this client. I can see everything lined up now and into the future. So we're the only platform that can allow you to view future work in as far in advance as you like. You do not have to pay us any admin fees or service fees to build this for you. It's there in advance right out of the box. But if I want to add a step, you can see 55555 all the way down. If I want to apply this to every project that hasn't been started, or if I want to apply this to every project starting on April 1st, if you will, I'll go ahead and click Save. Come into here, add a task. I'm just going to say send second report to client. Oops, let's go ahead and clean that up to client. I'll just assign it to myself, create task. You'll see starting in May, all these 5s are going to turn to 6. There we go. So if you need to make an adjustment for a client, you can do so, and to confirm that adjustment has been finalized, you can see it here right in the screen. Also, if you need to jump to a future project for a client, so if something's going on for their books in June, and I want to open that up and want to leave a note, reminder, Client is on vacation. Send reports to COO, or whoever it may be. I can leave a comment right here. All right, if I want to jump back into that screen, the repeating project screen, I can as well. This is entirely unique to our new version and really allows you to make those one-off changes for clients as need be without disrupting the rest of your schedules inside of the system. Now, you have this change management on the project level. You also have that at the template level. So as you're setting up your templates in the system, if you realize that you've missed something, forgot something, want to sharpen something, whatever it may be, you can always open up the template, make adjustments to the task name, to the signee, to the logic, to anything else on this, and it will cascade down to every project created from it. So this is really a risk-free, penalty-free system in terms of what you can change, what you can quote-unquote mass edit in the system. Everything like this comes out of the box. And this is also paired with a very dynamic way to search for your project. So if I want to take a look at any project that is due anytime in the future, let's say I want to prepare for the holiday season and I just want to get a sense of the workload. If I want to take a snapshot for December of this year, I can. I can look at any time frame for any service, for any team member indefinitely into the future. So last but not least, you do have my work. This is your task list for the week. Very fast, very simple. You can come into here, check off work. If you need to mark something as blocked, if you need to leave a note, you can quickly do all of your work directly from this screen for you or your team. So this is a really simple way just to make sure that you are on track for a given week at any time.